Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of this Eazieplus pet camera. The listing on Amazon says indoor security cam with two-way audio, remote live view, 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, IP PTZ camera with 1080p night vision, motion sound detection for home surveillance, baby monitoring, compatible with Alexa, and it's available for a pretty low price on Amazon. Currently has good reviews so far, so I thought I'd give it a try and show you everything what you can do. So regarding the specs, it has everything what we need actually these days. I mean, as far as I know, it doesn't come with the Microsd card, it doesn't come with free cloud, but there's an option for the cloud, but it has all the functions, all the features, everything what we can expect in 2021. Here you can see everything. I think it comes with a proprietary app. If you want to use this on a PC, you would have to use the emulation, I mean the like an Android emulation, something like that on your PC. Here also some functional statements, and here some of the specs. The 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi is standard. Don't expect 5G Wi-Fi on any of such cameras. It's usually not the case, because it doesn't make any sense, because there's very limited wireless reach with 5G. So this is good so far. We also get a website and support information, and yeah, some more description. So let's take it out of the box and see what we get. So here's the packaging content. We get small instructions, manual even with QR code, how to install that. Yeah, I'm going to show you everything in real life, so I'm not taking too much time or spending too much time here with the instructions manual. If you can catch something, maybe it can help you. Everything is very well protected inside, you can see, so you don't have to fear that it will break during the shipment, which is really good. I love this style of protection. Here we have the camera itself. So that's the camera, really nice one, really up to date, sophisticated one. The reset, and here we have the power, Microsd card, even an option for Ethernet. But again, we have wireless here, we don't have to use that, just in case if you need that. And everything is rotatable. You can see the head is rotatable left and right and up and down, so you can observe almost everything. There's also a speaker, microphone built in, everything what we need, even night light here. I'm going to try this out and show you also some kind of footage, of course. And the accessories, yeah, if you want to mount it like on a wall or so, you can use this thing and then use this and screw this in. That should be possible. I'm not doing that. It has a really safe stand here on a desk. Also comes with this 4 soft rubber feet, which I like, really nice thing. So most of the people are probably going to use that, and it has really safe stand here. I would say as good as it gets. Much better than most of the other cameras, and this is of course very important if you want to use this really as a pet camera. I mean, if you can use this for any kind of surveillance, doesn't have to be pets, but I think this is really good thing for pets, because it has a very safe stand. It's almost impossible to flip this over. But you can of course use this thing to be 100% sure. Then we have the power cable and also power adapter. So it doesn't come with a battery. It's not like a total wireless thing. I mean, it has wireless data, but it is not totally wireless, like with a battery built in inside, which you can charge and then last for a long time. If you need a total wireless camera, I mean, there are some options around, but they have quite some restrictions, of course. It's not possible to have same functionality as we have here with a total wireless camera. it's not possible to power this with the power which you have in a battery. So you have to decide what you want. So I haven't read the whole instructions manual. This is one of the biggest tests for such a camera, to find out how difficult or how easy it is to set up. And for me, it's usually a big sign of quality for such products if you can set this up easily without reading the instructions manual. Of course, I'm using here the QR code to scan and download the app, and I highly recommend to go to the Google Play Store or Apple Store if it's available there, to install it from there. It's much more safe. In the meantime, while we are installing the app, we can already insert microSD card. What I recommend is to use Samsung or SanDisk, something really high quality. And so let's try first with the pins up. Let's see if that works. Yeah, okay. Looks like very easy here. Of course, it's not water protected. This is just camera for the inside. I think that's a reset here. And here we need the power. Let's see what happens when we plug it in. We see some light here, and we have the app ready as well. So let's open the app. What I don't like so much is that they require to set up an account, but this is pretty much standard with most of these cameras. Okay, at least it took just a couple of seconds to set up the account. Now we have the device list, and yeah, the camera told me already that it's ready, I think, to connect. There was something, so let's click on the plus and see what we can do. I would say this is a PTZ camera. Let's click on that. Looks like we can connect a lot of the devices to this app. Please power on the camera and keep close to the router. Yeah, we are here. And now we have to scan the QR code. Let's agree. Yeah, allow. And then we have to scan the QR code at the bottom of the camera. I think I have it on the wrong way. Yeah, it's all the time out of focus no matter what I do. Maybe it has to do with my camera, but usually my camera doesn't have any problem with such QR codes. Yeah, I went back and forth. I mean, you can always go back and then go into the scan mode again, and finally it has been scanning the code. And so they say, yeah, Wi-Fi connection is recommended, so I'll do that. But you have to make sure that you are on the same 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi which you want to use to connect this camera. I also have to agree to obtain the position, location, and record audio. Probably there's something emitted from the camera here to the app. So I've entered the password here of my router. There's not a password from the camera, it's the normal password from the router, 2.4 GHz, and definitely make sure that you are also connected with your phone to the same 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi. By the way, I think you can also use mixed Wi-Fi. I've been doing that with many cameras, using a mixed Wi-Fi. Some of the modern style routers have some mixed signals, and then usually that works too.
Connecting to the router. Please wait for a moment. Connecting to the server. Please wait for a moment. Config successfully.
Okay, looks everything has been successfully. Yeah, a little bit weird setup here. I like more when the camera is recording QR code from the phone. That's a little bit easier, but it worked on the first attempt. Yeah, so why not? Definitely seems to be a good thing. So let's turn this camera around. You don't have to watch me. So looks like we are ready to start with everything, and this didn't take much time. And here's something, if you want to know how much power this camera is consuming, it's around 0.4-0.5 amps. So just for a limited amount of time, of course, you could use a power bank to power this camera. Let's say you have 10,000 milliamps power bank, you could power this camera for around 1 day or so, but definitely not for longer time, not for a week or so. It's not working. But if you want to observe maybe just one location for a day where you don't have any power, no power outlets, you could do that with a power bank for a day. So here we are now on the app. I'm clicking on the app here on the image. We can make this larger, of course. You can use a separate password for this camera. Then after giving the password, it will bring you to the cloud storage. You can buy now or do something later. I'm not going to buy cloud storage now. Let's see how we can use it with the Microsd card, and it gives you a little bit of instructions how to use this. So we are definitely not on the cloud. You have to select the Microsd card. It has already recorded some images. Let's make this a little bit larger. Now we have also some functionality, and you can see that here now it's pointing towards the ceiling. That's not very helpful, so you have to point it down. What I'm not doing is any audio test, because it would back couple and then create something crazy. You can turn on and off the audio. You can start recording right from here, as you can see, and then stop the thing again. Video has been saved to album. You can also make a picture directly from here. But the really nice thing is that you can move the camera around. I mean, you can see that maybe here. Here, check this camera. When I move around, it points now to the left side. Now I can turn it to the right side. It happens really fast, really good. And we can also point it down and left and right and up and everything what we need. We can also zoom in, as you can see. I mean, this is really close up here. This is not intended, of course. I'm going to show you more footage in real life, but I just wanted to show you how this thing works. We can also select a standard, smooth or automatic quality, and so most of the functions we have also here as well. You have also some picture settings here. I can increase or decrease the brightness, so you can see here, or make it automatic. Yeah, automatic is probably not a bad thing. So I've been trying around with this camera for a couple of hours. I had it inside, outside in the patio. I had it on the table, and then was walking in, and it looks like it has been detecting me. The camera can even follow you. I can show you that. Yeah, and here I've made a test entering the room to see if the camera is following me, and you can see it can follow you, but when you go normal speed, it's not possible to follow you. So I'm coming back into the picture. You can see it always tries to follow me, but it takes some time, and when you're too fast, then you're out of the image. Yeah, sometimes I really had to come back into the image, then try to move to the side again. This is definitely too slow, like for a fast moving animal or so, definitely, and also for you when you are too close. I mean, when you're far away from the camera, then it's probably a little bit easier, but when you're close and moving fast, it won't be able to follow you. Sometimes I had the impression that it was looking for something like movable objects or so, things which are, or people who are walking around, animals which are in the area. So it tries to detect all the time something, which is definitely helpful. Regarding the options, let's point it down again. It has a lot of options here, already here and here. When we go into detail option, I go a little bit closer. We can see here in the setting it's full of options. Here we have the about, and so at the beginning it will probably show you a warning regarding time out of sync. Go there, click on the red thing, and then sync the time. Now the problem is gone, and I think it's definitely better. You can upgrade firmware from here, do restart, factory reset, set password, notification. There are so many things. It's endless. I could show you things forever. One thing regarding the alarm notification, which I think is really important, important to know, otherwise it probably won't work. Here we go into settings, notification, and we activate the motion detection here, and if you're just clicking save, it won't do anything because you have to really add a schedule. So let's say we do this for every day 0 to 24, and now we have something and we save it. Now we have to do this same thing for the sound and the human. Like we do this here again, also time, and then OK and save. This is a little bit counterintuitive, but I mean, you have to just do it one time and then it's done. Otherwise you really won't get any notification at all. That's really important. Probably a lot of people are missing out and then wondering why there's no notification. Now you can see it has been detecting sound and everything. Yeah, I moved this thing a little bit back, but you can see it can definitely give you some kind of alert, but I still can't find this alert somewhere here. I would expect that these alerts are here. Probably if you are subscribing to the cloud, it will be much better, then you get a nice overview. Probably you see also the alerts, but on the SD card it has never showed me some real alert information history. Then the recording, you can set how you want it, like more compressed or less compressed, and it will last for longer or less. This is something which I haven't seen before. It's really helpful. Then the peripherals, sound detection, you can even set the sensitivity, and there's so much. It's extreme. I haven't seen any camera, I think, which has so many settings. Then regarding the SD card, we can format or save and also see how much capacity is left. We could even, as it looks like, record on a separate box if this is available, or activate the cloud storage. Unfortunately, there is no free trial available. You really have to buy it. It's definitely not a cheap thing, but it would definitely help. I have been a little bit struggling with the SD card. Sometimes it can be really slow. And we have also network options, flip the screen if you want to mount it on a ceiling, more settings about sound frequency, motion detection. Here you can activate tracking, that it will follow you all the time or just during specific time. Device indicator to show if it's working or not, and so many things. Even Amazon Alexa connection, so many things. I haven't seen so many things in a long time with a camera, at least for this price. So I think the options are really good. Quality is good. What I've been struggling a little bit is with the SD card. It's difficult to find some footage. Here you can see it's just like some pictures here. There's no timeline, no date and time. You can just click on it and then you see the image. Sometimes it takes even some time to load, or it's not loading at all. Let's check with another one. Yeah, this has also some problems, so let's try with the first one. You can see this is loading, but there's no timestamp. There is nothing. You cannot share the thing. You can't do anything with that except from downloading to your local storage. That's about it. There's no timeline. I mean, what I forgot to tell you is in the setting regarding recording, you can activate continuous recording. Then it will record all the time, like 24/7. If you're looking for a footage, you will find everything here. But to find it, I mean, it can take quite some time. Of course, you can go to more, and then you have like a recording for every 30 minutes. It will make one recording. You can see that here. Here's one in the middle. It has been recording for 30 minutes, and you can click on that and then watch the whole thing. But it's half an hour. You have to find something here. And as far as I can see, there's no indication if there has been any recording here. By the way, I've been trying also with the sound recording. Sound recording has been working good so far. Yeah, here I have something. The camera turned around and yeah, you can see, or you have been able to hear that the audio recording, I mean, microphone quality is definitely good. In general, we have a lot of functions, really interesting camera with a lot of features, definitely for the price, and the image quality is good. So if you're interested into this, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.